Welcome. So happy to have you here. My name's Kat. This is Winston. He might join us for a little bit of this. Benefits of having this class virtual, I suppose. But I'm so happy to have you here at Be Well Fest for this expansion flow. If you don't already know me, like I said, my name's Kat. I am the founder of Be Well Events and the Be Well Method. I'm a 500-hour yoga instructor. I teach mostly vinyasa yoga, and this class will really focus on expanding. So expanding yourself, expanding your vision, expanding your body and your breath, all around expansion. So let's arrive here. You can blink your eyes closed, place the palms on the thighs, shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Know that this is a practice for you. Meet yourself where you're at today. If you need to modify, if you'd like to add on, all of those options are available to you. As you arrive here, let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Seal the lips. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, slight constriction of the back of the throat. Exhale back through the nose, keeping that constriction. Finding your oceanic breath, your Ujjayi breath. And begin to imagine roots growing down through the hips into the surface that you're sitting on. So to expand, we first need to be grounded. We need to be grounded in our desires, part of that clarity piece that we discussed. Becoming clear on what it is you want to open up to, what it is you want to step into. And then allowing yourself to grow into that and rise up to that potential and up to that limitless life. So rooting down on the next inhale, grow taller through the spine, through the crown of the head. Find that length, and then a subtle lift of the chest forward. Great, take an inhale. And an exhale. Blink the eyes open. Sweep both hands high, taking up space, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, hands through heart center. Another time like that. Inhale, sweep up, expand, reach. Exhale, hands through heart center, roll forward. Find your tabletop pose, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we'll work into cat-cows, but let's break it down today, starting with just the low back, just the tailbone. The rest of the back stays neutral. Lift the tailbone, arch the lower back. Try to keep the shoulders, the neck neutral, and then tuck the tailbone and round the low back. So just moving into that low back space. Again, lift the tailbone, find an arch. Tuck the tailbone round. Now lengthen out the spine. Let's find the shoulders. Drop the chest. Shoulder blades move towards each other. Then press the mat away. Shoulder blades spread apart. Let's do that one more time. Low back stays neutral. Neck stays neutral. Drop the shoulders. Then press and lift. Come back to your neutral spine, long body. Let's take it just into the neck. As you inhale, lift the chin away from the chest. As you exhale, round the chin towards the chest. The rest of the body stays static. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Let's take it all in together. Come back through neutral. Start by tucking the tailbone, round the low back. Draw that up to the upper back, and then chin to chest. Let's reverse that movement. Tailbone lifts, low back arches, chest drop, gaze lifts. One more time. Tailbone tucks. Round the low back, the mid back, the upper back, chin to chest. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for your downward facing dog. You can begin to pedal out the knees, bending one knee, then the other, really lengthening the spine. Allow the crown of the head to release any tension in the neck and the shoulders. Let's find this roll through the spine again towards our plank pose. Lift the heels, roll from the low back, mid back, upper back. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, lengthen out. Kick back through the heels, welcoming in strength. You are strong. Pressing the hands into the mat, spreading the shoulder blades apart. 3, 2. Lower all the way down to your mat on 1. Elbows in by the low ribs. Slowly lower strong arms. Release the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel the heart forward. Open the chest. Hug the elbows in by the low ribs. Pause here. Release the shoulders down the back. Really nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, release down. Tap the forehead. Let's do one more time like that. Inhale, peel up. Head lifts last, chin lifts last. Hug the elbows in, open the chest. Exhale, release down. Tuck the toes, firm up the thighs, lift the knees, press into the palms, all the way up to your plank pose. Super strong. Downward facing dog. Begin to walk the hands back towards the toes. Take ragdoll at the back of your mat. Deep bend in the knees, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Shake out the head. Notice if you're holding on to any tension in the neck and the shoulders, release that and allow it to fall off of the head onto your mat. You don't need to carry that with you throughout class. Sway side to side, find movement. Next, exhale, release the fingertips down to the mat. Walk the hands forward to the top of the mat. Meet back in your downward facing dog. From here, roll forward through the spine. Find your plank pose. Let's find our first chaturanga. Lower and pause, elbows in. Roll onto the toes, peel the heart forward, upward facing dog, or stick with your cobra. Open the chest, linger here. Thighs lifted, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips bump up and back. Lengthen the spine. Really nice. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step one foot, then the other. Top of the mat, fold forward. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Roll through the spine just like we've been doing. Head and neck are last to arrive. Sweep both hands high once you do arrive. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Blink the eyes closed. Let's set an intention, a dedication for our practice today. If there's anything you're specifically working on, anything you're stepping into, bring that to the front of your mind now. Otherwise, you'll join me in this intention. I am expanding. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Nice. Release the hands down by the hips. Blink the eyes open. Let's sweep both hands high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left toes back, back knee taps down, Anjaneyasana. Sweep both hands high. Okay, a couple of pumps here. First time through, pressing into the front heel, lifting and lowering the hips. And then you'll land with the hips heavy, stretch the arms high. So think about from the tailbone first, slight lift, slight tuck of the tailbone, then lift of the low ribs, the chest, reach the hands high. Find that back bend in all areas of the spine. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to your plank pose, and slowly lower all the way down. Okay, listen in here. Bend the right knee, kick the toes towards the head, tuck the left toes, press up to your plank, and then tap the right toes behind for wild thing. Press into the feet, open the chest towards the ceiling, reach the right fingertips back. I am expanding. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, belly button to spine. Sweep the right leg high, 3-leg down dog. Let's meet here in downward in 3-leg down dog. Kicking back through the right heel, pressing through the palms, drawing the chest towards that left thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward. Back knee taps down, Anjaneyasana. Sweep the hands high, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, frame the front foot, step forward, forward fold. Allow the crown of the head to release. Let's find the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right toes back, back knee taps down. Anjaneyasana, sweep the hands high. A couple pumps here, first time here. We'll come back to this shape a couple times throughout class. So just setting it up, finding some movement before you find stillness, allowing the hips to drop heavy, reaching the fingertips high. And again, starting with the low back, you find a slight tuck and a lift of the low ribs, lift of the chest, lift of the fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to your strong plank pose. Slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Untuck the toes. Let's find a cobra pose. Inhale, peel the heart forward, elbows in by the low ribs. Exhale, release down. Bend the left knee. Kick the toes towards the head. So you're lifting the thigh. Tuck the right toes. Press up. Strong plank pose. Full body strength. Tap the toes behind. Wild thing. Right shoulder over wrist. Left fingertips reach high. Pressing into the feet. Lifting the front of the body. Inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg will reach high. Let's take a moment to pause. 3-leg down dog, kicking back through the left heel. Lengthening the spine, pressing equally through both palms. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward, Anjaneyasana. Back knee taps down, sweep both hands high. Breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot, step forward, forward fold. Let's roll all the way up to standing. Arms are heavy, head and neck are heavy. Roll all the way up. Once you arrive, sweep both hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great job. We've made it back to mountain pose. Let's flow this a little quicker. Breath to movement. Keep the core engaged as you're flowing. Slight tone. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left toe step back. Back knee taps down. Anjaneyasana. Breath in. Exhale, plank pose all the way down. Take your time to lower, untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the heart forward, cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Bend the right knee, tuck the left toes, press up, super strong. You could go right to your 3-leg down dog if you want to skip the wild thing at the point. Otherwise, toes tap behind, heart opens, reach back. Now 3-leg down dog, right leg lifts high. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward, back knee down, sweep both hands, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, other side. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, right toes step back, back knee down, sweep the hands high, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, high plank to low plank, lower all the way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, release down. Bend the left knee, tuck the right toes, press up. 3-leg down dog or wild thing. Open the chest. I am expanding. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Knee to nose. Step forward. Anjaneyasana. Breath in. Rise up. Exhale. Top of the mat. Fold forward. And slowly roll all the way up to standing. Sweep both hands high when you arrive. Exhale. Hands through heart center. Nice, full breath in. Full breath out. We've got that fresh blood pumping. The body is warming up. The breath is flowing. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Hands by the hips. Let's move forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sit the weight back in the heels. Sweep the hands high. Nice active thighs. You might even lift all 10 toes off the mat. Take a peek down at the toes, and then spread them wide and place them back. Nice, strong legs. Keep breathing. Soft gaze. You are so strong. Inhale. Exhale, release. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Step or float. High to low plank. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips back. Right leg reaches high. Exhale, step forward for warrior one. Back heel rotates down. Sweep the hands up. Reach through the fingertips. Maybe a couple pumps first time through, pumping into that front heel, lifting and lowering, and then you land front knee over ankle, reaching the fingertips high. Maybe the palms come together to touch. You peel the chest open and you gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, high to low plank. Maybe you add on a hover of that back leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog, left leg lifts high. Step forward for our warrior one. Plant the heel, rise up. Couple of breaths here, maybe some pumps in that front leg, easing into it. Then bend the knee, knee over ankle, reach through the fingertips. Maybe the palms touch. Little lift of the heart, lift of the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, high to low plank. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips back, lengthen the spine. Breathe here. 3 full breaths. Reset for 3, 2, 1. Gaze forward, step or float. Top of the mat, fold forward. Let's flow through sun B. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Winston, heart opens. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step forward, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Flow back to your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high. Step forward, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Flow back. Heart opens, downward facing dog. Breathe here, let the energy settle. Winston got kicked in that sun bee variation. He looks to be doing good though. He's recovered quick. All right, reset, lengthen the spine. You could always tap down to your child's pose. Knees tap, stretching the fingertips forward. You might walk the hands to one side of the mat and then the other, getting a little side body stretch. Okay, then we'll meet back in our downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left toes back, back knee taps down, back to our Asana. Adding on here, let's find cactus arms. Cactus, the elbows peel, the heart open, lift the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to your plank pose and lower all the way down. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, release. Bend the right knee, tug the left toes, press up. Wild thing or three-leg down dog. Open the heart. Okay, listen, and we have a different transition this time. Press into the left palm, shoulder over wrist. Stack the right hand over the left shoulder, hug the right knee into the chest. Big step forward, strong core to step forward. Back knee lowers, sweep both hands high. Back to your Asana, this time side body stretch. Right hand to the right hip. Reach up and through the left fingertips. Stay here, or right fingertips could come down to the mat as you continue to stretch through the left fingertips. Really nice. Deep breath in. Switch the hands, left hand down, right hand high. Lift the back knee for simple twist. Really nice. Peel the right shoulder open. Gaze up towards the fingertips. Breathe. Full breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step forward, forward fold. Let's find the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right toes back. Back knee taps down. Asana, sweep the hands high. Baby back bend, cactus, the elbows lift the heart. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, frame the front foot, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, release down. Bend the left knee, tuck the right toes, press up. Wild thing or three-leg down dog. Heart opens. Front of the body opening. Stack the left shoulder over the right. Hug the left knee into the chest. Big step forward. Woo! Asana. Nice job, guys. I know that's a tricky transition. Hips heavy. Fingertips are reaching. Side body stretch. Left hand to the hip. Reach up through the right fingertips. A little lean back of the right shoulder. Maybe the left fingertips come down to the mat. Breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch. Right hand down. Back knee lifts. Simple twist. Lean back through that left shoulder. Open up. Lift the gaze. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, top of the mat, fold forward. Draw the big toes together to touch, heels slightly apart. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Squat pose. Knees come wide. Maybe the heels creep down towards the mat and you reach the fingertips forward, lengthening through the spine. Think about shooting the tailbone back as you reach the fingertips forward. Nice, stay here, or crow pose. Hands come underneath the shoulders, come up again to the tips of the toes, bend the elbows, draw the knees to the triceps or the armpits, and maybe the toes come together to touch, and then the heels hug towards the bum. 3, 2, we're coming back to our squat on 1, so just tap down to the toes, meet in your squat, then we'll all come down to take a seat. All right, how are we doing? How are we feeling? Send me some comments through. Let me know in the chat if you're doing well, how this is feeling for you. And we're gonna move right into our core section next. If you know me, you know I love core. We always do core in my class. Okay, we start with the toes forward. Let's take a seated cat-cow to begin. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round and curl. Let's do another one like that. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, round and curl. Extend the fingertips forward. Keep rounding back. Keep rounding back. Toes shoot forward, and we found our hollow body. Low back presses down, gaze towards the toes. Woo, you could always hold boat pose. If this is too much, reach through the fingertips, begin to flutter kick the feet. 4, 5, 4, 3. We're coming to boat pose. On 1, hug the knees to the chest. Hover. You could tap down, reset, or toes forward, fingertips forward. Bringing it right into boat up. Some of my favorites. Lower halfway, hollow body. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Active exhale to lift. Nice, you got it. Let's do 3 more. Lift and lower. Stick with me. Keep breathing. Last 1. And we'll slowly lower all the way down to our backs. Long body stretch. Hands over the head. Wiggle the hips side to side. Okay, great. We've got 1 more core exercise, and then we move forward. Let's stack the knees over the hips. Yogi Bicycles, getting into our obliques. Interlace the hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. You could bring in the hover of the opposite leg. You could keep it slow, building on that deep strength work, or you could speed it up. Welcome in some cardio for 5, 4, 3, almost there, last 2. Long body stretch in 1. Woo, toes forward, fingertips back. Take a breath in and a breath out. Hug the knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll forward and back. Couple of rocks, forward and back. Roll all the way up, cross the ankles, plant the palms, step or float, high to low plank. Linger in your up dog. Stretching out the core. And let's meet back, downward facing dog. Hips are high. Reset, breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat, fold forward. Toes together to touch, heels slightly apart. Let's come back to our chair pose. Deep bend of the knees, stretch through the fingertips. Let's take a side body stretch. Right hand comes down, lift through the left fingertips. Not the deepest side body stretch you've ever taken, but just a opening to the left side. On your next exhale, elbow outside of thigh. Find your twist, palms together to touch. Press the palms together as you spiral the chest towards the thumbs and breathe. 3, 2, fold forward on 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left toes back. Back knee taps down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Been here before. Take a side body stretch, gentle side body stretch. Left hand reaches up and over, then hook, elbow outside of thigh. Palms to touch, tuck the back toes. Maybe you lift that back knee as you spiral open. Your variation with the arms, if you like to open the arms. Beautiful. 3, 2, frame the front foot on 1. Let's rise up to our high lunge. Reach up. Nice deep bend to the right knee. Back heels lifted. Interlace the fingers, reach through the fingertips. Balancing stick, hover over the front leg. Launch forward as you kick back. Super strong in that standing leg, stretching in opposite directions. 3, 2, back to high lunge on 1. Big step back, reach high. Warrior 2, open. Deep bend of that front knee. Soft gaze forward. You decide, you can find a little movement. You can stay static. Maybe shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale back to your warrior two. Straighten both legs. Pivot the toes towards the side wall. Hands come to the hips. Let's draw the hands to the low back. We're going to take a baby back bend. Fingertips up. Palms to the low back. Elbows hug in. Bump the hips forward as you peel the heart open any amount. Big breath in. Fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Wide leg forward fold. You'll meet. Shake the head out, yes and no. If you like to get inverted, this could be your opportunity. Plant the palms. Come up to your tripod headstand, basket headstand, or breathe for 3, 2, slowly lower if you're lifted. On 1, we'll come all the way up to standing. Sweep the hands high. Exhale, warrior 2, we land. Full breath in. Exhale, windmill down. Frame the front foot. High plank all the way down to your belly. You know where we're going. Right leg lifts. Bend the right knee. Tuck the left toes. Press up. Wild thing. Right toes tap behind. Open the heart. 3, 2, 3-leg down dog on 1. Let's bring in some core again. 3-leg down dog. Hug the knee to the chest. Curl in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to nose, hug in. Nice, one more. Reach back. Knee to nose, hug in. Step the left toes forward, forward fold. Take a moment here, shake out the head, the neck. Come back to your breath. Toe heel the feet together to touch, toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Chair pose. Sit the weight back in the heels. Stretch the hands high. Side body stretch. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches up and over. Not the deepest side body stretch you've ever taken, but just a little opening to the right side, and then we'll twist. Exhale, elbow outside of thighs. Press the palms, open the chest. Think about lifting the chest towards the thumbs. Really nice. Breath in. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a step back with the right toes, back knee taps down. Sweep both hands high, Anjaneyasana. Left hand comes to the hip, side body stretch through the right fingertips, and twist. Elbow outside of the thigh, palms to touch, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Spiral open. Really nice. Breathe for 3, 2, frame the front foot on 1. High lunge, sweep up. Back heel stays lifted. Interlace the fingers. Release the pointers and thumbs. Stretch up. Hover forward, balancing stick. Float the right leg. Find your balance. Sometimes it's tricky. If you fall out, that's okay. You can always come back in. Big step back to high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Soft gaze forward. Couple breaths here. Maybe shrugging the shoulders up, back, and down. Releasing any tension. Soft gaze forward. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten both legs. Pivot towards the side of the mat. This time, interlace the hands behind your back. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Knuckles lift up and maybe slightly forward, getting a shoulder stretch. Crown of the head stays heavy. You can shake the head, yes and no. Releasing any tension. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Rise all the way up. We'll meet in warrior 2. Gaze forward, full breath in. Exhale, windmill down. Flow high to low plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Bend the left knee, tuck the right toes. Press up to your plank. Wild thing, last time like this. Hips lift. Reach the left fingertips forward. Opening. 3-leg down dog. We'll meet left leg high. Bringing back some core fire. Knee to nose. Shift forward. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose. You got it. One more. Kick back. Knee to nose. Step forward. Right toes forward. Hang, sway side to side. You might take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Soft bend to the knees. Little sway side to side. When you're ready, release the fingertips down and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Ooh, once you arrive, shrug the shoulders, up, back, and down. Okay, coming right into our standing balance. Grounding down into the right foot, lift the left knee. Tree pose. Open the left knee, sole of the foot anywhere on that right leg. Draw the hands to touch at heart center. Ground down through the foot. Find your strong foundation. Come back to your breath. From that strong grounding and foundation, you rise up. Reach the fingertips high. Soft gaze. Maybe you lift the gaze. Expanding out. Taking up space. The arms could come wide. Welcoming in, staying open to receiving. Beautiful. Hands back to heart center. Ooh, come right down through. You're still balancing on the right leg. For dancer's pose, left knee in line with right. Reach the hand back for the foot or ankle. Right hand reaches high. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward, kick back. Soft gaze, beautiful balance. Slowly release. Top of the mat, mountain pose, shake out the legs, soft bend to the knees, sweep both hands high, baby back bend, cactus the elbows. You can keep a soft bend to the knees, hips bump forward, heart opens, gaze lifts. Inhale, re-extend. Draw the hands to heart center. Let's balance on the left leg. Grounding down through the left foot, lifting the right knee, sole of the foot anywhere along the inside of that left thigh. You're rooting down into the left foot, and when you're ready, you rise up, extending the arms, lifting the gaze, keeping your breath steady. I am expanding. I am open to receiving. Inhale. Exhale, hands back through heart center. Let's find dancer's pose, other side. Right knee in line with left. Reach the right hand back for the foot or ankle. Left hand reaches high. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, kick back. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Release, come up to standing. Round 2 with our standing back bend. I'm gonna give you guys some options. We've been working into some chest expansion, some back bending. You can stick with what we did. That's a great place to be. Definitely not a pose that you wanna overdo or force yourself into. So listen to your body. If this felt really good for you, stick with that. For those of you that have a deeper back bend practice, you might begin to drop your hands back to the legs. So lifting the chest, bumping the hips forward. Hands come back. Gaze comes back. Keeping a slight tone to the belly. You can begin to walk the hands down the legs any amount. Soft bend in the knees wherever you are is great. Breathe. And when you come up, we find that roll up. Head and neck are last to lift. And then you stack back to neutral. Sweep both hands high. Exhale, slowly hinge at the hips. Take your time. Big counter pose to our back bend. Soft bend in the knees is great. Sway side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, or just step back to your downward facing dog. You decide. Heart opens. Hips back, downward facing dog. Recollect, come back to your breath. Find that ujjayi breath. Find your focus back to your mat. Reset before our last bit of standing work. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step forward. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, rise up. Reach through the fingertips. Lift the gaze. Maybe the palms come together to touch. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Open, soft gaze over the front fingertips. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg, tip back. Inhale. Exhale, half moon, bend into the right knee. Right fingertips come down. Float the left leg, stack the hips. Left hand could come to the hip or reach the left fingertips high. If you want to work more on this heart opening mixed with the balance, you might bend that top knee for Chopasana, reach the hand back for the foot or ankle, and begin to peel the front of the body open as you gently kick back through the left shin. Maybe the gaze lifts ever so slightly. Slowly release, take a big step back. Let's meet in Warrior Two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill down, frame the front foot high to low plank. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, left leg reaches high. Bend the knee, open up the hips. Lift the left knee high. Exhale, step forward. High lunge, sweep up. Reach through the fingertips. Deep bend to the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, Warrior Two. Soft gaze forward. Arms stretch apart. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, half moon. Left hand comes down. Right leg floats. Right hand to the hip or right hand lifts high. Okay, stopping at any way along this journey. Maybe you bend the top knee, sweep back for the foot or ankle, moving into Chopasana. If you wiggle and wobble, it's totally fine. It means you're challenging yourself, you're pushing the edge, you're growing and expanding. Full breath in. Exhale, big step back. Land in your Warrior Two. Soft gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, windmill down, high to low plank. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. From your downward facing dog, shift forward to your plank pose, roll through the spine, and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Extend the toes, sweep the hands back by the hips. Shalabhasana, draw the chin to the mat. Inhale, peel the chest forward. Float the hands, maybe float the legs, engage the back body. Find length from the crown of the head through the tips of the toes. 3, 2, 1. Release all the way down. Arms can come forward, wiggling the hips side to side. Really nice. This round, you could stick with Shalabhasana or bend the knees. Sweep the hands back by the hips. Start by curling the heart forward. Just like we were doing before, can you lift the thighs and kick the forward? Then you float the hands, lift the chest, reach back. Can you reach back with both hands at the same time? Once you have this grip, then you begin to kick back, open the chest, expanding the front of the body, kicking back for 3, 2, release down on 1, hand sweep forward, wiggle the hips side to side, windshield wiper the legs. And then you'll press into your palms, walk the knees forward, and come down to take a seat. Great job, guys. Lots of strength today, lots of power. You're doing great. Whatever you're doing, however you're showing up, it's exactly how you should be. Hug the knees in to touch, extend the legs forward. We'll take 1 seated forward fold, sweep both hands high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, ease into this. Knees could be slightly bent, whatever works for you. And then walk the hands back by the hips. Take a bend to the knees, and you'll slowly lower all the way down to your mat. We've done a lot of back bending already, so if you're done with the back bending and you'd like to move into a more restorative shape, you could come into your twists a little early, take a happy baby, whatever serves you. Otherwise, we'll take one more heart opening, one more back bend, our last big expansion. This could be bridge or wheel. If there's another back bend you're working on, feel free to take it. I'll guide you through bridge and then up to wheel. So starting with bridge, walk the heels back to the hips. Lift the hips, press into the feet. You could interlace the hands behind the low back. For wheels, the hands will come up by the ears. Press into the palms, lift the hips. Expansion across the front of the body. Deep opening. Wheels can allow the head to hang heavy. If you like to lift one leg and then the other and bridge your wheel, you can flow through that. Nice, one more full breath in. Tuck the chin, slowly lower all the way down, rolling down through the spine, each part. Nice, from here, hug the knees into the chest. Let's take a happy baby. Knees towards the outer armpits. You can reach for behind the thighs, pull down on the thighs, or maybe the hands reach the inside or outside edges of the feet, and you rock side to side. And then hug the knees into the chest. Hold on to the right knee, extend the left leg long. Draw the knee across the body, finding a spinal twist. Right arm can come out to the right. Maybe a soft gaze to the right. Resetting the spine, coming back to a neutral state. Inhale back through center, hug both knees into the chest. Hang on to the left knee, send the right leg long. And when you're ready, guide the knee across the body, finding your arm comes out to the left. Both knees into the chest, hug the knees into the chest, wrap the forearms around the shins, curl the forehead up to the knees, squeeze everything in tight. Take the deepest breath you've taken so far. Exhale, release long, setting up for your Savasana, for your final rest. So this traditionally is done on our backs, legs forward, arms by the side, arms could come out wide. You decide the best pose for you to end in. So if it's Savasana, you could have legs up the wall. If you're close to a wall, you could find a seated meditation. Whatever allows you to really ground in and close your practice. Blink the eyes closed. Draw the awareness back to the breath. Notice any shifts or changes in the body, any space that you've created. Allow the full body to release into the mat from the crown of the head through the tips of the toes. You're supported by the mat underneath you. Knowing that all of the cells are happy and detoxed and refreshed. You're able to now come to this place of stillness. Imagine that highest version of yourself. The version of yourself that's doing what you want to do every day with your life, in business, personal goals, health goals, relationship goals. Every aspect of your life at the highest version. And picture that image. And picture where you are at right now. Like two images in front of you. And really feel into that version of you that's the highest version. What are you dressed like? What's your energy like? And take it all in. And now I want you to imagine yourself going from where you are now and stepping in to that highest version of yourself, stepping into that image, embodying it, feeling that higher energy of how you want to show up, and knowing that that is possible for you. And soak it all in. Notice how good it feels to be showing up at that highest version of yourself. To carry this energy with you off of your mat today into the rest of the training, into the rest of your day. And when you're ready, softly bend one knee and then the other. Hug the knees into the chest. And take a soft rock. You can roll off to one side, finding the fetal pose, which signifies a reset or a rebirth. And imagine yourself leaving that energy, the old energy, on your mat and moving forward, stepping forward into this reset, this rebirth of the highest version of yourself. Gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Meet with the hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's take a unified breath here together to close our practice. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Draw the thumbs to the third eye center, space between the forehead. Slight bow of the chin towards the chest, sending gratitude to yourself, to each other, for showing up as every version of yourself. And stepping into this expansion, allowing yourself to receive and expand. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining this practice with me. My name's Kat again. Definitely reach out. Let me know what that feeling of that higher vibrational self, that highest version of yourself is like. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram, on Facebook. My name is @KatSanewski, and I will see you soon.